What services were widely accessible and affordable in the late 20th century, but have since become premium or exclusive? Eater tickets are like this, especially since they're usually pushing past $20, even for standard showtimes, and the best ones you can get are really either in the morning or if you join a subscription. Back this past August, I remember the Edwards cinemas near my house being absolutely packed with lines out the doors during National Cinema Day, because all movies cost around $5, $6. Household items that held up after being used for a few years without breaking. My mum's wedding cookware is still in good shape 25 years later. Every time she needs new pans, they start flaking Teflon into the food within a few months. My grandma owned the same fridge from 1993 for a good while before deciding to switch to a newer, bigger one 2 years ago. Yes, it broke within those 2 years. Meals on airplanes were pretty normal well into the late 90s. Same thing with check bags for free and plenty of leg room. That said, while flights are cramped, it's common to have internet and your own video screen with tons of shows, movies, and some games. So you win some, you lose some. USA-based, this is a stretch, but I remember car washes had actual people at the end that dried the outside. And if you paid a smidge, clean the inside of your car. I've only been to car washes in 10 or more years, so I don't actually know how common that is now. But it seems uncommon. We don't own shit anymore. Growing up, people had huge cases of DVDs and games and shit. Now if the internet is down, you lost access to 95% of your media. I just hate that I can pay for something for years, hundreds of dollars, but I don't own shit. If the money stops, I lose access to my stuff. Calling a company for service or support and speaking to a local person on the first try who could help you with your query or could direct you to the correct department. Now, it's endless phone trees, chatbots and clueless script readers working in third world countries. Even though there's always a range, the price of the average car has gone up a ridiculous amount. New Toyotas go for 30-40K in today's time, while back then you could grab one in the 10K range. Used car market has also skyrocketed to an unreasonable level. Pork belly. Once upon a time, poor people would receive this awful cut of meat for extremely low costs and it would be discarded. Then wealthy people discovered that it was wonderful because of the impoverished, which led to an explosion in pricing. High quality textile for apparel. My mother gave me clothes from the 1980s. And the 1990s, and they are still in good condition. Nowadays, I'm lucky if my shirt doesn't become droopy and deformed in a year or two. Markets for farmers. It used to be possible to go down and purchase produce for less money than you would pay at the grocery store. It appears that they are now charging 3 times what retailers do. Those gas station guys who would change your oil and clean your windshield and stuff. These days you got to be racing in Formula 1 to get that kind of treatment, lol. Psychiatrists are not taking patients in my city. 0.10 years ago I could get a private one easily. There are 0 psychiatrists in my city. Somebody help. Exclusive satellite dish. People would just have free channels and then add cable if they wanted. Now it's exclusive to communities that can't have cable. Many think that owning a home is important, but given how strongly subscription services are pushed right now, owning anything is important. In the past, Word was simply installed along with your Microsoft applications. You now have to pay annually or every month. Getting the wife to do things to me used to be widely accessible and affordable. Nowadays not so much. Fuel, pages, food, privacy, freedom of thought or expression, liberty, justice, truth. Images on genuine photographic paper. Although extremely unusual, I know it's still possible. Housing. Dude, I see the price of a basic ranch-style home and I can hear my wallet weeping. Owning a 3-bedroom house and owning a new car on one middle-class income. A plane ride in a large, comfortable seat that included baggage, meals and drinks. Hookers used to be like $20. Now we have to put the money where their mouth is. Premium used to be the norm, that milk gets delivered fresh to your doorstep. Being able to purchase a respectable typical house with one meager paycheck. My small hometown had a shoe repair shop and a watch repair shop, sending shit you bought back to get it repaired. God, I miss that. Making a call to a business and speaking with a live person.